Hey folks, welcome to Market Correction Analysis by InTheMoneyStocks.com for August 20th, 2007. What you see here before you is the ES Futures contract. This is the E-mini contract for September 07, and it's the 10-minute candle intraday chart. We basically had a day just like we assumed we would, talking about it when we go back to the videos of last week. And what you're going to see here is a little trading in it. We traded down, then we bounced, then we traded down, then we bounced up inevitably. And if you guys paid attention to the videos last week, after the Fed move, especially on Friday, we said to expect sideways to positive trading today. In the chat room today, which is a phenomenal chat room, we just go over so much awesome technical analysis and trades and odds and ends, and that you just got to join. But anyways, in the chat room, we said basically today, at the start of the day, we said, look for this day to be an inside bar day, which is what a term called for a day where after a big move, you just have a small little non-event day. And that's exactly what we had. We had tiny volume, and I'll just talk about the volume quickly. On the ES Futures contract, we did about 1.5, 1.6, 1.7 million contracts, and that's as opposed to anywhere between 4 to 5 million contracts last Thursday and Friday. So I want everyone to be aware of that. Is that on Thursday we did a ton of contracts, and today the volume was extremely light. We got that inside bar day. Now, what I want to point out here on the 10-minute is that just a couple odds and ends on technical analysis for everyone. And we're not going to, there's not too much to say today in general because of what type of day it is. So I'm going to go over some intraday chart pattern technicals. What I want to show you everyone first is this line here, and look where it coincides. Also, what I want to show everyone here is you have a pattern of a W. So you had a W pattern today, which was mentioned in the chat room as soon as it started to form. Once it got down here, this is where I said, guys, watch for a double bottom pattern right here with a W, and that's a signal for a push up. And you can see the double bottom. It basically came right down here. And then, of course, we had to move back up here. And where did that coincide? But again, you can look, and this is all technicals. And when you're looking at charts, guys, please read into these things. Always look for this line right here. All right, when you're looking for the W pattern, you got to be looking for where that W is going to go. And look at this top right here, where it topped out before we pulled back into the close. All right, so you could see a possible W, V pattern, in which case what we're saying tomorrow is we're expecting a gap up. Okay? And a breakout of this line here on the ES Futures chart tomorrow will yield a move higher in the markets. Alright, so we're looking for another day where if the news comes out here, guys, and we did have some Capital One negative news after the bell, alright, and you guys should all look into Capital One negative news, but if we have any bigger negative news, that will negate this, obviously. But in overall, the technical chart pattern here and the idea of a strong move based on the Fed over Friday, Thursday rally, and Friday Fed move will tell us that we should have a couple more days of sideways to positive trading, and that's exactly what we had today. All right, so again, just pointing out this. Look at this also. I want to show one more thing. Now, how did we know this was going higher? Because look at this trend. Every time we touched this line, we couldn't get through it. Even this part right here on the W, the middle part of the W, got up there and failed and pushed back down. So the key here was you had to go long right at this break. When we closed above here, you got all this movement up. And that's technical analysis to a T. When you look at the W formation, then again, you would have obviously sold right at this line because you know there's major resistance here. Couldn't get over there all day. So after such a big move, what makes you think things get tired? It's like running a marathon. When you run a marathon all the way up here, you're going to get tired. And if there's a wall there, you're going to hit that wall. And that's where you want to unload for the pullback. And then look where the pullback basically ended right on the 20 moving average above the 50. And it's right on the 200 and the 50 right here. And look for that continued, maybe a small pullback tomorrow, and then a catapult upwards in the market. All right, so we've gone over some odds and ends. Again, looking down at the volume right here, extremely low volume. Early in the day, we had a couple big candles on the sell side, but once we broke to the upside here, big volume on the buy side came in. All right, folks, and that's continued movement up there. All right, again, this is all technical analysis. Everyone should be, in tune with this by now if you've been following the videos, and I encourage everyone to keep viewing the videos. And I want to say thank you to all my loyal viewers out there, all our loyal viewers from InTheMoneyStocks.com that continue to follow our daily market reports, which are free on the website, which go into gold, 10-year yields, oil, and all that nonsense and all that stuff, telling where we think it's going based on the technicals, and again, going over the chart patterns that we have here in this market. All right, folks? So, again, as we see, we had the W pattern. We basically called this prior on Friday's video. We said we look for a positive to flat market for the next few days. And then what we are going to look for overall, guys, is another move down. This is not over. And I really want to stress that, guys. This is not what we want to see here, and I want to make this clear, is that we want to see a major move back to the bullish sentiment. All right, we want everyone to think this is over, and then we go contrarian on that. All right, and once we go contrarian on when everyone's bullish, that will yield the move down again. Just like, think about this, and you're looking at the Nasdaq intraday, and you can see that W pattern one more time here. A little less sloppy in the Nasdaq, but you still got it. And again, look where it topped out. But again, when everyone gets bullish in the market, we get bearish again. And again, just like on Thursday with that major drop, everyone got super bearish because we were falling. Nasdaq was down 70. And at that point, that's where we step up and say, all right, guys, too many people bearish. Let's go bullish. And you get the rally. The Fed somehow comes out the Friday of options day, which I think is just screwy in general. They come out on the morning of options to basically any person that had an options play going into Thursday really got screwed there because of the rally on Thursday and the Fed coming out Friday. If anything, personally, I think the market should have come out on they should have come out on Monday. But again, I'm not the Fed. I have no say in anything here. All right. So again, W V formation. Watch for this possible move higher here over the next over the next day or so. Let's look at the daily now. Here you got the daily. You got here. This is a wave down, a wave up, a wave down, and now a wave up here. My guess is we top out somewhere around here, folks. So look for a possible move in the Nasdaq up to the 20 moving average of about 25.59. That could be as much over the next week or so. And again, we are expecting another big push down, but it could take a week or two, guys. We need a consolidation period before the next move down. We really need kind of small moves up to try and get the stochastics up so they can fall again, because the stochastic is at the point, yes, they're off their lows, but we want to get them a little higher again, so the next fall is going to be dramatic. And what I really want to tell everyone is, and we'll go to the SPY chart for this. Let's go to the SPY. On the SPY chart here, when we go to a weekly chart, let's change it to a weekly chart to really see this. All right, and going back to tools, trend tools, we want to make sure everyone sees this here. This is the line we touched, all right? Next time, all right, we're going to bounce up here on the SPY probably a little more over the next week or so. All right, we don't know how long it's going to take, but we are going to see another leg down. And when that down leg comes, we're going to hit a little support right at this line again, obviously. But this time, we think it breaks. All right, so the next time we come down, it will break. So yes, we are looking in the near term for a push up, but in the midterm to slightly, week to 2 weeks, we're going to see a retest of these lows. And if we break, and again, if we break, we're going to see a move down substantially. Possibly down in this range down here, all right? We could see a very dramatic decline. Very dramatic decline. Okay, so there's some technical analysis. Again, you see on the SPY, every chart here has the W pattern, guys. So everyone's got to recognize that. And again, once you saw a break of this line right here, that meant you were going to get the rest of the W right away there. All right, guys? And I want you to all notice how it hit the line, couldn't break, hit the line, couldn't break, hit the line, couldn't break. Even on the middle of the W, it hit the line, could not break. Once we broke that line, off to the races higher, guys. And if you can recognize these intraday, you can do some awesome day trading, or even swing trading. You can hold this overnight for a couple days now and maybe get a little upside. Again, the Capital One news is very bearish. You guys should all be looking that up and see what they said. But that's the nice W pattern involved. All right, guys, that's about it for today. But I do want to just talk to you guys a little about the swing trade alerts. We have had a phenomenal run in the swing trade alerts over the last couple weeks. You all should be on board with these swing trade alerts. $99.95 for a month of swing trade alerts. With any luck, the first one you get should hopefully be a winner, and you make up, 3 or 4 times what the swing trade alerts cost, and the rest of the month is just basically is just gravy. All right, we've had a great run. We did TradeStation last week. In one day, we pulled 10% out of that stock. In one day, I mean. In one day, we pulled 10% on that fall, covered it, then the market rallied. All right, and that coincided with the SPY hitting that low we talked about last week from March. All right, in addition, the Day Trading Stock Chat Room, phenomenal product, not only for day traders, as we do call out stock picks intraday for day traders, but also to learn and ask questions. It's like an informal seminar or webinar that everyone can ask questions on intraday technical analysis, level 2, charting, human psychology. We do it all, and it's there for the taking. $199.95. Phenomenal product, guys. Just absolutely brilliant. The other one is options alerts. You guys know about options. Some people love options. We do a great job on options alerts as well. Come join us. We also do personal consulting. We'll do for hedge funds, money, anyone that has private equity, or just individuals who are interested in private consulting, get their stuff in order, understand how the market works. We do one-on-one or over the phone, whatever you guys wish. Have a wonderful day, guys. Look for a slightly sideways market over the next couple days, and we'll talk to you guys real soon. Take care.